Andy, should we get into this? My understanding is that you are tweeting out the tour. I mean, I think we've talked about this, and for longtime listeners, you'll probably want to, you're probably sick of us talking about Dennis Miller at this point, but for new listeners, I'm sure you're going to be excited.
Explain what he does, Seth. Please explain to the new listener.
Dennis Miller apparently broke up with Bill O'Reilly when O'Reilly couldn't have a show, and he finally was able to say to Bill, like, you and I, we are not a good comedy match, and so I'm going to have to jettison you because my good friend, and apparently he's being billed as a comedian, Mark Stein. I had no idea.
Mark Stein?
He's the guy. He's traveling with him. He's the guy who got paid out $4 million when his pay or play show for CRTV fell apart, which is just absurd. This is a web show.
CRTV?
Yeah,
What's CRTV?
Exactly. Exactly. It's something that's funded by Mercer's or we're not clear exactly who's paying for it. But so here's Mark Stein and Dennis Miller. Here's a clip. Somebody videotaped part of their show, probably illicitly. I am totally against this, but it is newsworthy, and therefore we need to play it. This is a clip from their show. Do we know where the show was?
Pennsylvania.
This one was in Pennsylvania. How do they bill this show? Because Andy, I noticed you tweeted out something about it, right?
Yeah. Who likes Nazis? Something like that.
The tour is called the Adorable Deplorable Tour.
Now that's adorable. He rhymed it.
Yeah, no, it rhymes. And here is a clip of this stuff. Hold on to your hats, folks.
And that's exactly why I'm here. I am a college professor of anthropology and sociology at a liberal arts college in a nearby state that has very high taxes. I have recently been red-pilled. My students...
Pause it for 1 second. Now, this is a teacher. She gets up. She's asking a question. This is the key, I realize now, for these tours, is you have a long question and answer period. That way you don't have to do much work.
Easy money.
You don't have to prepare, right? Like we basically do their version of a live show every day that we take phone calls and IMs. And she's a professor at a liberal arts college, presumably in New York, I would say, Western New York probably, because it's a high tax state. And so she's come down, and she's probably like at Elmira, somewhere.
Maybe SUNY Fredonia.
But if she's at a state school and she's complaining about taxes, she's got a real problem, right?
Is Marist in New York?
It's Catholic school.
Marist is, but I don't feel like it's way out there, out in Western Western.
It's private too.
Where's Bennington?
Bennington's in Vermont.
Now we're just naming colleges.
Yeah.
But all right, so she's up there. She says she's been red-pilled. Now, I don't know how Dennis Miller and Mark Stein don't know what this means, but red-pilled means that like you took the pill that you get offered in the Matrix, so you really see what's going on. And
nice. The show looks good, by the way. The audio sounds great on that show, and it looks like a fun time.
Well, this is not a professional recording, to be fair. So.
Okay.
My students are group-thinking people. So I'm here to get some teaching advice from you guys.
Pause it. Now, wait a second. I just also...
Did you hear the guy go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Andy. I thought it was somebody in
Watch.
That was me. That was me.
She's complaining about her students who are all group thinking. And I can assure you there's not a single dissenter in this audience.
Exactly.
Who's here, but go ahead.
Can you give me any, please?
Well, listen, I get red pill. Red pill means you get white. Does that mean that? I don't know what red pill means.
I think it's something new from the movie, isn't it?
Yes.
There's blue pills and red pills.
Is that like you, Dennis? I started off on the left, and then I actually listened to logic and reason instead of emotion.
Well, I admire this.
Woo, the group thinkers!
And utopia students to learn that because my colleagues are still where we used to be before.
I would tell you, to be honest, I wouldn't die on that hill. I think kids are lost. I think life might bring them around when they start to send those checks out to a government. But I think if you think you can go in now to kids who from 8th grade on have been taught to think one way and quibble with your ability to make a living, and I feel badly for you. But listen,
It's a funny joke.
Pause it for 1 second. Andy, how many times do you think Dennis Miller has been in a school where 8th graders are being taught in the past 30 years?
He hasn't been in any actual private. He hasn't been anywhere that wasn't a mansion in many years.
I don't understand how they can just disregard that young people are more liberal in every part of history from the beginning of time. I mean, except for like Israel right now. But I mean, that's really how it is.
Honorable mention.
It's not indoctrination. It's just human nature.
Continue.
But they don't like to hear they're not open to hearing neo-Nazi messages to kids because the groupthink.
Yeah.
They groupthink that Nazism is bad.
Here is all right, go ahead.
Badly for you, but listen, there's so many things you can instill in kids. There's so many ways, but if you come flat out, they're going to come for you like the villagers in Frankenstein.
You should have done Children of the Corn and stuff.
I don't wear the hat at school.
No, I'm just saying, I mean it about schools. I did a college campus for the first time 2 nights ago, and there was like 1,000 people there, and it was grim. I had a guy motherfucking me in the back of the crowd, and there were teachers there, and I remember thinking, if Jesus Christ came onto a college campus now and talked to kids and changed water into wine, they'd go after him for killing the microorganisms in the water. Crazy place now.
Wow.
You got to admit that's funny, Sam.
I'm sorry, allow me to step out of this group
If
thing.
Jesus
That's killer
changed
material.
water to wine and John the Baptist was
I love the fact that that the proof of Jesus being the Son of God because of his miracles is really just reduced to like an act he does as he tours college campuses.
That would be the perfect Fox News.
Hey, look at me! I'm walking on water here.
Fox
I
News.
did this last night in Iona.
Jesus is Carrot Top, and he's just on Fox. Being like,
Exactly.
they don't like the magic tricks anymore because I'm too kids are too PC. Thanks for having me on, Tucker.
Oh, they don't like the water into wine bit anymore.
Yeah, the kids are too sensitive for water into wine. Back in my day, we thought that was awesome and far out. Now the kids are so sensitive.
That was a great bit.
Because of the politically correct culture.
All of a sudden, I got Bill W. going to the.
This is great stuff. Let's continue. They're just pounding waters up there too. Good.
Organisms in the water. Crazy place now. You gotta make a living. Use your head and win your battles outside. That's what I recommend, but I'm a bit of a wuss about this stuff. I think there's some sort of weird coup d'etat that's happened. We all act like it's gonna happen if we don't watch ourselves. Listen, when you see this guy talking this week, and he says that, Mark, we were talking about it in the back room, it's astounding. I think there was a full-bore coup d'etat afoot that was only held off by one thing and one thing alone. Trump is a crazy son of a bitch who's better at that office, and he would take that on bare knuckle. But I think if he didn't, look at these people.
Pause it, wait a second. What is the coup d'etat that he's talking about?
He said it twice. He also said it twice. I think he just thought it would get a laugh, so he brought it back again.
What is the
This
coup
is
d'etat?
what's happening in Venezuela right now.
You can't make jokes.
They can't. Guaido's like, hey, I don't like Maduro's dating material anymore.
But what
You're
is the coup
canceled.
d'etat that he's talking about that Trump
it's
held
like
off?
the people that use gaslighting and don't know what it means. He doesn't know what it means.
Oh, that's true.
We're getting gaslit into a coup d'etat over here, but you took the red pill like Stacey Dash did in Clueless.
Pro
Ah,
tip.
ah, ah.
What he means is that you used to be able to make jokes, and now you can't make jokes because they have gotten control of who can make jokes.
But Trump fended off they.
Yeah, by saying,
so
I don't
that's
care
not
what
a
you
coup
tell me.
So
d'etat.
then there's no coup d'etat. Trump is the only thing
failed.
standing in the way of a coup d'etat?
No, he
makes
stopped the
sense.
coup d'etat.
I'm the only one letting you do a venue in Teaneck, New Jersey, where you bitch and whine about college kids. I'm the person standing against history.
Dave Rubin's going to come out, complain for 15 minutes about his demonetization on his YouTube channel.
We've got a great show tonight. Mark Stein has a weird accent that makes no sense. He's from Canada, but he tries to talk like an Oxford Don, doesn't like black people. Then Dave Rubin is going to talk about demonetization. All to be with the cleanup hitter of Dennis Miller with 1970s gerbil references.
So here they're arguing this is the sort of like the Donald Trump may be horrible at everything, but he's managed to stop PC in its tracks.
Yeah, he threw a grenade under the door, is what Alice Castellano said last week on This Week. He throws a grenade under the door.
That's not possible. Unless it's in, like, I guess, a men's bathroom stall.
Yeah, right.
There's a doggy door.
There's a very low threshold.
You don't throw a grenade under the door because what happens is it hits the door and bounces back at you, incidentally. But go ahead.
Trump is a crazy son of a bitch who's better at that office, and he would take that on bare knuckle. But I think if he didn't, look at these people.
That's one great service that Trump did, even if he never did anything else. Just to say, I'm going to say this stuff, and I don't care if you don't like me saying it.
If Mark Stein gets arrested, it will be for something disturbing.
Wow, they're really getting to it.
They're getting to it. He's up there with the Trump. The one thing he's able to do is get up there and talk about the shithole countries when nobody else would, or say that speak the truth. That
Americans were typically very
neo-Nazis.
respectful of Haiti before Trump was president.
Right.
He finally allowed a bunch of fucking weird suburban white people to trash Haiti. Never happened before.
Now.